Good morning, guys. It's Friday, the 24th of April, and I hope we are all well today. It is a scorcher, so do be careful. Get that sunscreen on today, guys. Now, things I wanted to tell you were I am child free again, so at the weekend, so I will be coming on to do a live. I haven't decided quite when, because obviously time is of the essence. I want to get loads done this weekend, but I will try and make a decision tomorrow morning, and I will pop that on my morning post, just because a few people have asked me when I'm coming on live. The other thing is, thank you for your support, thank you for your time, thank you for all your lovely messages. When I don't get back to you sometimes, just because the day's going on, I do read every single message every night. So thank you to everyone that writes on my post on Facebook. That was something else I wanted to mention today. Right, let's get into the message. Let's see, I'm just hoping it's going to be a really good weekend for everybody. So let's just see what we have coming in for you guys today. Friday. Have we got that Friday feeling? Let's have a look. Friday. Which cards for Friday, guys? Friday. Right, let's go with these then. I've had these for a while. These are usually to do with love. So let's see what we've got going on. Hopefully a lot of good things with the sunshine. Just 1 second. Ooh, 2 cards so far. Yeah. Right. Let's have a look. So, the first card that popped out today is the self-respect card. And then we have the boundaries card. Something I've been thinking about quite a lot in relationships, actually. So, I mean, that's like all relationships. That's friendship relationships. That's lovers relationships, marriages, between our children, between anybody that we actually meet, our bosses, anybody. Boundaries are really, really important, aren't they? Because boundaries help us to have self-respect. Because if we're letting people walk all over us, or we're letting people take too much from us, can you see how many things this guy's got? Well, this lady, actually, I think it's a lady, has got in front of her. It's like, you know, are people taking pieces of you and you're not getting pieces back? Are you feeling like you're the only one in the limelight, as in you're the only one that's getting any blah blah blahs in your ear, blah blah in this ear, and actually other people aren't taking into account any of their problems too? Are you finding that you're just feeling a little bit blinded by the light today? That's another thing I'm feeling, a little bit blinded by the light, as in you know, you're not quite sure when you're looking forward into the future where things lie in situations with other people that are in your life. I do feel like you feel, even though you may be in a relationship, you do feel like you may be walking a bit of a path on your own because you haven't got that little bit of support that you need. Now, today this is showing us that we are on the path for self-respect. We are on the path for getting boundaries, for making healthy boundaries for ourselves with other people within our relationship. So that is really good. The one thing that does stick out for me is the fact that that little moon, the little moon at the top there, is to me a lot to do with secrets sometimes, and that because it's sort of not on a full moon, you know, showing full. To me, that feels like a lot of things are going to be becoming clearer, and you are going to be able to put in them clear boundaries with whomever it is you're needing to do that with. You know, some of you, it could be a boss. I mean, usually this is a love reading because of the cards, but it could also be a boss that you're struggling with throughout these times. There is a lot of love in this situation that you are finding yourself in with this person. So that's a lot of, you know, maybe somebody is overpowering or whatever with you, but there is the love behind that without you even knowing it or realizing it. It is saying that the situation you are in, you have actually wished for this situation in some ways. You have manifested this situation in some ways. And the girl is at the bottom. Can you see? we've got the two hearts at each side, and we've got like a kingdom, we've got a castle. So you will reside together within that kingdom, within that castle, but there is still that element of self-respect and boundaries between the pair of you that need to be addressed. I think we've got a few people that are holding up a defense mechanism. As you can see here, we have a shield, and we also have the baton, which can be just a little bit of conflict that's going on between you. Maybe a fight for boundaries, maybe a fight for self-respect could be going on. But the thing is the shield is in a heart, which means that even though you're protecting your heart, you also want to give your heart away at the same time. So you're in a bit of a quandary. And that's probably why the boundaries are hard to build up. Because sometimes you find yourself, don't you, where if you really like somebody, you don't want to push them boundaries because you're frightened of losing that person. But this is saying to you, you know, slowly away, tap, tap, tap at them boundaries, and they will eventually come together. Because even though we can see that she is moving towards, you know, that happy ever after, that happy home, you know, that happy work life, that happy friendship, you know, that happy family life. We've even got a guardian angel here that looks to me like a bit of a fairy godmother that is also trying to guide the way. You know, you don't need to be blinded by this light, because there is somebody trying to bring you up this path and get that balance on the self-respect and the boundaries. So not to fear, guys. If you're finding yourself a little bit unbalanced and you're finding yourself, you know, at a quandary about things are going to sort out and progress either on your side or their side, or maybe a coming together of both. Maybe one of you is trying to find self-respect, one of you is trying to put in boundaries. There could be that side of things as well within this relationship. There does feel to be a tug, pull, you know, push, pull, however you want to say it. There does feel like a little bit of that sort of a scenario going on for quite a few of you today. But also, another thing I've noticed is she's stood underneath that archway. So she's actually on her way through the archway, which means, once again, we are nearly through this situation. So just keep going, guys. Make sure that you're holding good boundaries. Make sure you're chipping away at that slowly. We don't have to just boom and push everything in at once. Don't feel blinded. If you are feeling a little bit blinded and a bit foggy about where things are going and what is going on and how much you can push this situation, just know that slowly away you can chip at this situation and things will resolve. To two people, however, or maybe a big family, I'm not sure, and that's quite a big home, isn't it? But you are moving towards a brighter light. You are moving towards that what you would say that beautiful ending of you know, harmonious relationships. Try not to feel like you are on your own as well, guys, because I do feel that you probably, there were two of you probably feeling a little bit like this as well at the same time. So yeah, so it's all about respect, self-respect towards ourselves, and it's all about boundaries. And to have self-respect for ourselves, we do have to have some boundaries with other people. So whatever that means to you guys, I'm sure you will go off today and think about this a little bit. Do take care. Do like, share and subscribe to my page. That would be amazing of you. That gets me moving around YouTube more, as I keep telling you. I know, I'm sure it's boring you all to death, but hey, I've got to do something to get things bumped up. So thank you guys. Take care. Have a wonderful day. Get your sun cream on, and I'll speak to you all tomorrow. Goodbye.